What's up guys, Peter here from Reviews on Anything, and today we're looking at the Brita Fjord water pitcher. Obviously Brita known for its water filtration solutions, anything from pitchers like this to full-on things that you can mount in and on your faucet. This is a very sort of modest offering that serves to provide some fresh water and especially serves to fit in your fridge properly. This is the Midnight Blue edition. It also comes in a white edition, and Brita actually sells this in a pack with 12 of their filters that should last you for about a year in total. That'll set you back just under 60 euros here in Germany, and that's actually the pack that I bought, but you can also obviously buy the pitcher and the filters separate if you so desire. Now, what are we talking? It's a pretty standard setup in terms of the pitchers that Brita sells. They sell a whole range of pitchers. This one particular will hold 2.6 liters in total, giving you 1.5 liters of filtered water maximum. And it is designed in such a way that it's quite slim, as you can see, that it fits in the door of your refrigerator, which is quite nice. If you like to drink refrigerated water, then this is probably the solution for you, because obviously some of their bigger pitchers won't fit in your fridge door. So let's have a closer look. First of all, the top is obviously where most of the action happens. This opens up so you can fill it up. This is the reservoir here that holds the unfiltered water, goes through the filter and goes into the bottom reservoir with your filtered water. And then obviously you pour it out here and you're drinking the filtered water, and the unfiltered water, whatever is left, will then go through the filter in the reservoir. Pretty easy. This is where you fill it up. This is where it comes out. Pretty easily one-handed operation, as you can see. If you hold it under the tap, for example, all is easy there. Up here is a little clock. I hope you can see that properly, which is in no way connected to the pitcher or the water or the filter or anything in itself. It's just a countdown timer that you reset once you change the filter. This shows, according to Brita, when you should change the filter, which is about once a month. Now, I have no intelligent answer to how often you should change your filter, since that depends on how often you use it and how poor the water quality is to begin with, but once a month sounds about right. Obviously though, their business model depends heavily on you buying new filters all the time. So I suppose I lived in the UK for a while, where the water has a real big chlorine taste, and once the filter starts to lose its filtering capabilities, you actually notice a difference in taste. So if that's the case, that's pretty easy. I have no intelligent way of saying how many minerals or anything are filtered out. So that's something to be determined by yourself, I suppose. Now this whole lid comes off. As you can see, it is quite firmly in place, so you won't accidentally, tilt the whole thing over. Then we have the reservoir, which is where obviously the filter goes in here on the bottom. That's the filter right there. And obviously you put the unfiltered water in here and it goes right through into the pitcher itself. Goes back in, this goes back on top, and you are good to go. Now on the bottom you can see there's a little ring, which is an anti-slip ring, which is actually quite nice if you have this on your dinner table, for example. It's nice that it doesn't slip and slide about. Same thing goes for in your fridge, because you can imagine when you have it in your fridge door, which swings open and closed, if it slips, then it might fall out or fall over, which is obviously not something you want with a full pitcher of water. But it's a nice little extra, I suppose. Other than that, there is not really that much to see. No markings or anything, except for the Brita logo here on the bottom. And that's the pitcher for you. Now, like I said, you get about 1.5 liters of filtered water, which is obviously not going to be enough to refill your guests at the dinner table over and over again. So you're going to have to keep refilling this pitcher, which is, I'd say, its biggest downside, if you want to call it that way. That you need to keep refilling it quite often because of the slightly slimmer form factor. If that is annoying to you, obviously you should get a bigger pitcher, but then you run into the problem that it might not fit in your fridge properly anymore. So that's a bit of a trade-off on what you want. But if you're really big on filtered water, like I said, Brita also has systems that you have a lot more capacity, or systems that you actually install on your faucet that do the filtering for you there. All in all, I like it. It does exactly what it needs to do. Provides you with filtered water, which is obviously what you want when you buy a pitcher like this. Any downsides to this pitcher? Not really. I suppose this little flap will get stuck with chalk in the water over time if you live in an area that has a lot of chalk in the water. So that's something you have to take into account and make sure you clean it up every once in a while. Same thing goes for the edges here around the timer. because obviously water will collect here on the top when you're refilling it and you're spilling drops, and this will get really crusty with chalk over time. So you gotta make sure that you clean it up every once in a while, or your pitcher will look pretty gross. I suppose it's not the prettiest pitcher ever made, but I don't think it's very ugly either. And like I said, it's you know, something that lives in your fridge most of the time, and if you want to serve filtered water on the dinner table, you're probably going to put this in a nicer pitcher to serve to your guests. Overall, it works pretty well. You know, the downside obviously that you have to change your filters every time, but that's a given if you get into the filtered water game. It's not too expensive, I suppose, when you look at it on a year-to-year basis. The pitcher plus the filters included for under 60 euros, I think is not too bad if you look at it for a whole year supply of filtered water. Overall, I quite like it. It does exactly what I wanted to do, so I'm happy with this product so far. This was Peter from Reviews on Anything with a look at the Brita Fjord water filter water pitcher. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel, that helps us out a lot, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!